Have you ever felt stuck, like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get past the challenges in front of you? Maybe it's a project at work, a difficult exam, or even a personal goal that feels out of reach. What if I told you the problem isn't the challenge itself, it's how you're viewing it? Life is full of setbacks, but many of us let those obstacles define us. We think, I'm not good at this or I'll never be able to do that. Sound familiar? But what if I told you there's a simple mindset shift that can turn those setbacks into setups for success? In today's video, we're diving into the growth mindset blueprint, where you'll learn how to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. If you're ready to stop seeing obstacles as roadblocks and start viewing them as stepping stones to your future, this is the video for you. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to change how you think about challenges, both big and small, and unlock your potential in ways you never thought possible. Let me tell you a story. Picture two students, Sarah and Jack. They both take a math test and get the same score, not great. Sarah looks at her grade and thinks, I guess I'm just not a math person. Jack, on the other hand, looks at the same grade and says, this was tough, but now I know what I need to work on. One of them gives up. The other? Well, he ends up improving and aces the next test. What's the difference between Sarah and Jack? Mindset. More specifically, Sarah has a fixed mindset, while Jack operates from a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. People with a growth mindset thrive on challenges because they understand that failure is just a stepping stone to success. Did you know your brain is more adaptable than you think? There's a concept called neuroplasticity, which means that your brain can form new connections and pathways as you learn and grow. This is the scientific backbone of the growth mindset. When you believe that your abilities aren't fixed, your brain literally rewires itself to meet new challenges. It's not just a motivational quote, it's biological. You aren't stuck. You have the power to grow. Now it's time to get practical. You've probably faced a challenge that made you think, this is impossible. But here's the thing, that challenge is actually an opportunity in disguise. I'm going to share 3 strategies you can use right now to shift your perspective from feeling defeated to feeling empowered. First, reframe failure as feedback. Let me ask you, when was the last time you failed at something? Maybe it was a test, a job interview, or even an attempt at cooking dinner that turned into a total disaster. Laugh instead of thinking, well, I'm just not good at this. What if you asked, what is this failure teaching me? Think of failure like a GPS recalculating your route. It's guiding you to where you need to improve. Every time you miss the mark, you're gathering valuable information that will help you hit the target next time. Imagine if Edison had given up after the 999th time of trying to create the light bulb. We wouldn't have the light right now. But instead, he used every failure as feedback. You can do the same. The second strategy is to embrace the power of yet. Here's another mindset hack. Whenever you catch yourself saying I can't do this, add one small word, yet. I can't do this. Yet. See the difference? That little word transforms your limitations into possibilities. It reminds you that you're on a journey, and just because you can't do something right now doesn't mean you'll never be able to do it. Think back to when you were learning how to ride a bike or drive a car. You didn't know how at first, but you got better with time. The same goes for any challenge you're facing now. With practice, you'll master it. Finally, focus on progress, not perfection. Here's a truth bomb: perfection is the enemy of progress. If you wait for everything to be perfect before you start, you'll never take that first step. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Ask yourself, What small step can I take today to get closer to my goal? Let's say you're learning a new skill, like playing the guitar. You're not going to shred like Jimi Hendrix overnight, but maybe today you'll learn a chord, and tomorrow you'll string 2 chords together. Celebrate those small victories because those are the building blocks of success. When you focus on progress, you stop getting frustrated by how far you have to go, and you start feeling proud of how far you've already come. That's the magic of a growth mindset. Now let's take a look at how this growth mindset plays out in real life. Picture Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. You might not know this, but he was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine how easy it would have been for him to give up right there. But instead of seeing that setback as the end of his dream, he used it as fuel. He practiced harder, pushed himself further, and went on to become a legend. Or take J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 different publishers before Harry Potter finally got picked up. She could have given up after the first few rejections. But she didn't. She believed in her story, and now it's a global phenomenon. These stories aren't just for inspiration, they're proof that setbacks don't define your future. How you respond to them does. With a growth mindset, you can turn your own setbacks into comebacks. Alright, now it's your turn. Think about a challenge you're facing right now. It could be anything, an exam you're dreading, a project that feels overwhelming, or even a personal goal you haven't been able to reach. Whatever it is, I want you to pause and reframe it. How can you see this challenge as an opportunity for growth? Here's a little exercise you can try. Write down the challenge, and then, next to it, write down what you can learn from it. What skills will you build? How will overcoming this challenge make you stronger? This simple act of reflection can help you see the opportunity in every obstacle. And remember, don't focus on perfection. Focus on making progress every single day. Even if that progress feels small, it's a step in the right direction. To sum it up, the growth mindset is about turning challenges into opportunities by believing in your ability to grow, seeing failure as feedback, and celebrating progress over perfection. Every challenge is a chance to become better, whether it's in your career, your relationships, or your personal goals. If this video helped you rethink how you approach challenges, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what challenge you're going to reframe as an opportunity. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you unlock your full potential. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity, you just have to see it that way.